Hey, you've made it through another week. I don't know what it took to get here, but congratulations. It's What's Up Big Rapids. We are your hosts. I'm Chris Jane.
And I'm Pat Brooks.
And before we even get started, we want you to know, it doesn't matter who you are, it doesn't matter where you're from, it doesn't matter what you look like or what you've done. You are a loved and valuable member of this community, and we're so glad you're here. We're going to try not to waste even a moment of your precious time, right?
That's right. Just like every week, no time to waste. Hit the like button, subscribe button, drop a comment. Was kind of thumbing through the comment sections on YouTube the other day. People actually leave comments. Keep doing that. That's awesome.
Yeah.
I've seen some names, some people that look
Thanks
like they
everybody.
comment while they're watching the video, which is kind of cool.
Been a friend and who's been
thank you
sharing this thing
it, tons of shares.
We have had a couple really kind of take off and spin some discussions out that, it did make me feel just a little bit guilty that I don't always double check all the captions.
Yeah, right.
Do you know what I mean? Like we use this, we use a service to kind of cut the show up into the reels that we share, and that's why sometimes you'll notice they're not like perfect. You know what I mean? Like the cuts aren't always the cleanest and things like that. But you know what I mean?
People did not like that video description.
What do you want from us? We don't have an intern anymore.
Sorry, we don't have an intern.
Speaking of which, we do have Kenzie on the board today. Kenzie, you want to show yourself and say hello?
Thank you for stepping in.
Hello.
So Kenzie, where are you at in life these days? What's happening?
What's happening?
Yeah,
I just got back from spring break.
Ooh.
Oh,
This is the spring break
that's
edition.
why you're
It
so
is.
tan?
Yeah.
Question mark?
Exactly. I prefer Legoland over the beach. That's why.
Oh,
Yep.
fun.
That's fine.
Now
That's
tell
awesome.
us about your vehicle situation. What's going on there? It looked like you played Mad Max Thunder Road or something.
Yep. A plow truck driver just decided he wanted to be in my lane when I was already in it, and I got a little fender bender, but it's okay.
Yeah, the laws of physics don't allow for two things to share the same space,
They
right?
don't. They don't. And
It's unfortunate.
plow beats truck every time.
Yeah,
Plow
it's
beats
like
truck.
paper
100%,
and,
yes.
that's
a rock, paper, scissors. Yeah.
Yeah. Sorry you lost out on that one.
It's okay.
Good to see you're
So,
safe.
I was going to
You're
say,
here.
so what's next then for the vehicle situation?
We will see. I've been looking either at a new Ford Edge, which is what I currently have, or a Cadillac S or CX4.
Is that like a sedan?
It is. It's like an SUV style one. A used one, of
Great.
course.
Yeah, go used for sure.
Don't
Yeah.
waste your money on that
But,
one.
but we'll see where I
Couple
end up.
years old. I think we're all just about in the market for some vehicles.
Yeah, I've been kind of just holding off. Hold off,
Yeah.
and
Yeah.
here soon. I
too.
cracked some mileage the other day. I'm like, oh my gosh.
It's been 6 years in mine, and it's been really good to me. But I'm needing just a little bit more space for all the drums and stuff I'm lugging
all the
around these
things.
days.
Yeah.
So I'm thinking, semi truck, diesel 16
I was
wheeler.
thinking, the FedEx box trucks. or
Convoy,
something.
baby.
There you go. Oh, I bet Noble would love that, wouldn't he? Just a little something.
Bound and down, loaded up and trucking.
We are actually. We're joining them from the future. They don't know
That's
this.
true. That's true. You guys should know that this is this is a pre-record. You guys, through the magic of technology, Pat's in Florida, the rapper.
The rapper, boots with the fur.
He's in Florida right now. Kenzie, what do you think you're doing now? Working?
Yep, just working.
Even for the
I
man.
wonder what I'm doing. God,
A Wednesday afternoon
I know.
that you don't. That you're not recording. It's been a year, right?
what is that lucky guy doing? Chris, future Chris.
He's probably working.
I can't wait to find out.
That's all he ever does. Is
Probably
working.
be working. Speaking of which, worked us up a new website. What'sUpBigRapids.com actually
check it
works
out.
again. Go check it out. Especially check out the photos of the photo I put up of Dominic because he wasn't here to tell me no. And you could pull it up.
yeah.
It's almost right. I mean, it's go easy on me. I'm working on it. Oh yeah. It might not be till tomorrow that thing is official. But here you go.
Look at us.
Boom. The Pulse.
Okay.
There's links to the
Pulse.
RSS feed.
All the episodes.
Those are the latest episodes. And then scroll down a little bit.
I think people will be able
There's
to.
about us, some stuff. And then there's the meter. Look at his face.
That's what he gets, dude.
and
That's
look
what he
at our
gets.
faces. You know what I mean?
Living our best life, a poor guy. In the future,
And then did you see the email I gave him?
help desk.
Yeah, he's help desk.
Where are our names?
Yeah, if you want to
He's
get in
help
touch
desk.
with Pat and I from now on, you can you can still reach us at whatsupbigrapids@gmail.com, but now you can reach us at our names, Pat and Chris at whatsupbigrapids.com. Dominic, for now, he's going to be help desk.
I love that. That's so funny.
Yeah.
And in the future, go to whatsupbigrapids.com for calendar updates.
Yeah.
And, we're going to be molding it into
Yeah,
whatever
buddy.
you guys want it to be. So
Hey,
it's
so
exciting.
before we talk about our favorite and maybe least favorite vacations of all time, we've got a couple of things we got to do. We've got an incredible guest for you today, a first for us, a first, so you're not going to want to miss it.
I think real quick we can thank
Let's do
our
that.
guest from last week, Mayor Guenther, for our wonderful show that
You are sharp today,
I'm not
Pat.
quite sure what he's going to talk about.
Pat is incredible
but
today.
thank you.
Yeah,
Mayor?
he's playing 3D chess, 4D chess with me here. Because I was going to thank last week's, but you know what? We'll do that tomorrow. We'll
do that tomorrow.
on
Yeah.
this week's show.
Or last week, we'll thank.
That's right.
No, or Fred was great, wasn't he?
The mayor could hold his own podcast
He can.
easily.
Yes, no,
Easily.
it'll be a great conversation. But we thank him for
It'll be
joining
great.
us. But
now let's do what has become one of my favorite segments.
every week,
It's time for the
Featured creature of the week.
all right, we have.
whoa.
This thing looks
a
sick.
proper.
This
We got a
thing looks
proper
sick.
lizard this time.
All right, we have the mountain horn lizard, also known as the mountain horn dragon, medium-sized lizard from Southeast Asia, recognized by the spines on their neck and their calm nature.
It was a calm dragon.
Yeah, typically about 7.5 to 15 inches. A prominent spine across the back, down their neck. Large
Look
eyes.
at this. Look at the because there's two of them there in the
I
photo.
almost
You
didn't
see-
even recognize that
Yeah.
second one.
Oh, that must be a young one, eh?
Yeah, so here's.
Look, the little are those spots on its back or spikes?
We can get a
No,
zoom.
go to the other one.
Oh, you mean this one?
Yeah. The other one is, and then maybe zoom in or something. Pinch it. Yeah. There you go.
That's wicked.
Yeah.
Mountain
oh my
horn
gosh! Look at,
lizards?
look at his little claws.
Sit and wait predators.
Okay.
Motionless in trees until insects and small vertebrates. I don't know what
Yeah.
that is. Their diets include insects like crickets, mealworms, such as that. They can live 5 to 10 in captivity. In this and other exotic pets and animals at E&E Tropical Fish.
A sit and wait predator.
Like they're
That's
Like
about
Simba
as,
in
that's
that.
that's basically like humans. So it's like ordering in takeout or something.
These things are crazy. I like the lizards. Personally, I always wanted a lizard when I was a kid, but I just feel like
Whoa.
my mom didn't like that responsibility, so she gave me a guinea pig, which is way worse.
Yeah, they
Just sort of
smell
like-
too.
They smell.
Yeah.
We had a ferret once too. No thanks.
If anybody knows, I'd be curious.
Got a long
What's
neck.
the smell situation like if you own snakes and lizards? Is there a
They're wild looking.
is there a smell?
They're not all just green either. Got some brown on
You know, snakes don't have ears,
I did not know
so you can
that.
sneak right up on them and grab them. But then what do? Can't put them down. You just gotta wing,
Just gotta chuck 'em.
wing it. No, just kidding. Don't do that.
That's so funny.
Don't throw snakes. Don't throw anything.
Don't throw snakes. No.
Don't throw anything smaller than
the
you.
great
Could hurt
horned
it.
lizard
Wow, that thing
slash
is
dragon.
okay. So did you say it's a mountain horned lizard?
Mountain horn lizard.
Okay.
Yes.
All right. See now, if you go back,
This is the coolest.
go back a couple, go back one more. Okay, look at that is beautiful. Look at like their throat and everything.
Are they sitting and waiting?
Yeah. And now if you go ahead a bit to our caretaker's hand, it looks like he may have had some run-ins with some. You know, that's a brave person there. That's a dragon handler.
That is a dragon handler. That's the owner there. He's,
Oh, cool.
He's great.
Excellent.
No, go check out E&E Tropical Fish.
Braver than me. I think of all the things, we've seen. I don't know that I would want to know that this thing was sitting and waiting in my place. But
15 inches too.
I was going to
mean,
say, but
that's-
it's a beautiful little creature.
decent size
And
one.
shoot, I suppose if you just put some put some little invertebrates in there.
Yeah, you'll be fine.
Yeah,
Some
you
big-
get those anywhere.
Yeah. Eating tropical
I
fish.
think they're just bugs and stuff.
I think so. I think so.
We'll have our guest tell us what an invertebrate is. He's been in science class more recently
I'm
than
sure
we
he
have
has.
biology class.
Oh,
so.
for sure.
Anyway, that's it for our feature creature of the week. It is the mountain horned lizard.
Yep.
And you can check it out, and as well as a host of other creatures, big and small, at E&E Tropical Fish in Rogers Heights.
Yep.
Okay, don't let the name fool you. They got a lot more than just tropical fish.
Yep. Awesome.
All right.
Awesome.
So let's get to today's guest. Okay, this was a recommendation. We had seen a headline in the newspaper that caught our attention about a young man in the area who had created something to help not just his peers, but help everybody. And we thought that was cool and worthy of a little bit of attention.
for sure.
And so we reached out and asked.
Not quite sure how he got out of school for this one, but he's here.
I thought he was a little bit older, to be honest with you, but please welcome our guest today, Andrew Hinkle from St. Mary's School. Thanks for letting him be here.
Ooh, welcome.
There, I think I got some applause in there for you too. What's up, Andrew? How you doing?
Good. Thank you for having me on here.
Oh man, thanks for coming. Is this your first podcast appearance?
My first podcast, yeah.
Great.
I was on 9 and 10 News.
Yeah, you got a lot of attention, eh?
And then I was on the radio, the NPR, National Public Radio.
Whoa, that is a big deal. I was gonna say,
I thought this was going to be the coolest thing you did, but no.
Oh no, because I already
Not the
knew he'd
case.
been on TV, the Pioneer. I didn't know about NPR.
But this is I think this is the most like fun one I've
All
done,
right,
definitely.
there we go. We'll take that. We'll take that.
Oh man, tell me about that. What was the NPR show you were on?
It was stateside NPR, so just like for West Michigan and stuff. Mm-hmm. We
Did
did
you
like
get to do that? Did you call in?
Yeah,
Oh, okay.
we did a Zoom meeting.
Nice.
And then they took like the audio and a couple of the other things, like an introduction and stuff, and it was broadcasted across quite a few Michigan
That's really
cities.
cool.
So, yeah.
Very cool.
Yeah.
That's awesome. Well, thanks for being here.
Yeah.
How about you let everybody know why you're here, including me? I'm super excited.
And, yeah, tell us a little bit about this this thing you created, Andrew.
So I created a website called SpendSomeTime.org. So SpendSomeTime is like it has a list of hundreds, like over almost 400 websites or skills that you can learn anytime, any person can learn. And the main goal of SpendSomeTime is to just reduce screen time. And the issue that I saw is like screen time for the past 20 years has been increasing exponentially, but the way that we stop screen time is not from just like somebody telling you, oh, you got to get off your phone, because any amount of person can tell you to get off your phone, but to actually do it, you need to have motivation for it, and you need to have something that you're trying to reach, and that is what I think skills can at least fill that void a little bit of the way. And it's not going to completely reduce your screen time, and that's not what I'm saying. I'm not saying to give up your phone or to give up social media. But I think learning skills and spending our time a lot more wisely, that's going to improve not only our physical health, helping us be more active and stuff, but it's going to improve our mental health.
Yeah, for sure.
And,
Absolutely.
yeah.
I like everything you're saying, Andrew. I guess I have several questions.
Mm-hmm.
One, we're looking at the website. Would you mind, Kenzie, showing the people? Look at this. Stop doom scrolling, build real skills. Okay, cool. So that gives me some questions. I'd love to know what kind of skills people can build.
Mm-hmm.
And I'm curious because I feel like your website is on a screen.
Mm-hmm.
And so there's got to be some bit of a paradox
Yeah.
there.
Well-
but like you said, it's not that you're trying to eliminate all screen time. You're trying to encourage better habits.
Yep.
Cool.
So I'm trying to encourage more so just the doom scrolling aspect of it, because I think, screens as a whole, it's definitely still an issue, but I believe the stat is that from kids between the ages of 13 or like young adults to the age of 21, so from 13 to 21, the average social media use, not screen time, just social media use per day is around 4.8 hours a day on just screen time. or just social media. And I think that once we start reducing that, it's going to help a lot. So the main thing that Spend Some Time is going to ideally achieve is to not completely eliminate the screen time aspect of it, but to reduce the doom scrolling part of it.
Yeah,
I'm so with you. We as people who grew up pre-internet and have lived through the changes of social media and are now, find ourselves increasingly spending time doing exactly that. I think this is fantastic. Did you build the website yourself?
So I used a couple of AI tools. I used like GitHub Copilot and Claude.
Yeah.
Just to like actually build kind of the outline of the website. But
Wow.
a lot of
That's crazy.
the like
cool.
It
skills
looks really functional. That's
and
cool.
some of the main features that I added, I coded myself. So I've made a couple websites before Spend Some Time. Spend Some Time was kind of one of my later websites. I made one called like My Write Time, which was a writing website because I love writing. So most of it was built by like just like kind of AI features and stuff, but I did do a good amount of hand coding as well.
That's awesome.
Sweet, man. It looks really, really nice.
Really
It does.
cool.
So it looks like you're kind of trying to encourage outside of just getting outside. I mean, I see fine skills, and it looks based upon the photo that there's maybe some archery, some things that you're doing outside, but then it looks like other things that you can do inside. So this can happen year
what
round.
kinda-
I mean, you're not really limited into a box of.
What kind of skills will people find if they go check out the site?
Oh, I mean, every skill imaginable. You could think of literally any skill. I mean, when I think of a new skill, I try and add it to the website.
Okay.
So every time I do anything skill related, I try and add it.
Can you give us an
So-
example so that we know what we're like? What type of skills?
You could learn an instrument. You could learn
And
just like
it'll
a-
help you, or it encourages you, or it like tracks your progress. How does it?
So there is a tracker to track your progress, but the main goal of it is to help you find the skill itself, and then you take it upon yourself to actually learn it. Like there's not like lessons or anything yet, but I
Got
might
you.
try and implement that
There
later.
you go. Yeah.
So it's saying, hey, there's probably something you're looking for, and you're not going to find it at the very bottom of your Facebook feed. Let us help you. So it's going to ask you questions about things you're interested in,
Yep,
and then suggest skills to you based on that.
exactly. Yeah.
Great idea.
Very cool.
So there's two different skill quizzes that you can take. You can take our lawn skills, or kind of like the long ones that will take a long time to learn, but are gonna help you a lot more. Or you can do kind of just like the fun short skills. So like an example of some of the long ones, would be learning an instrument, learning a language. You could learn 3D modeling, any of the things that really spike your interest.
That's cool.
And when you take the quiz, an algorithm will analyze your quiz answers, and that's going to decide the results that you get. And then once you have your results, you can bookmark them and view them anytime. And so like if you forget about it for a month, but then you come back to it, you can see, oh, this is what I'm learning. This is where I'm going to pick off from it. And then the other quiz is the short one. So this one's really fun if you just want to learn something like today. You don't have a lot of time, or you don't have enough time to really commit a lot to it. So you could learn, one of the things I learned was juggling. I think it's really, really fun. And it only takes, a couple hours to learn how to juggle 3 balls.
That's cool.
Yeah.
And so I imagine when you think of a new skill you want to add to it, you probably use Claude to analyze that skill and create these tests, and then you know what I mean. So it kind of it does it all for you and determines whether you actually learned enough about that topic.
Yeah, I think in an era where we're over flooded with information and content and all these things, I mean, it can be kind of confusing. What do I want to do? So to simplify it in a way that might fit your needs as a person and kind of who you might be, that maybe you don't even know you want to learn how to juggle or shorthand magic or something. Who knows?
There's this existential. I don't know what it is exactly. I remember from the time that Alta Vista was the search engine, right, Sarah? You're the only one in the room who's going to remember Alta Vista, except as a joke. But I remember being sat down in front of it, my friends had the internet. Their parents were had online businesses, so they were kind of way ahead of the curve. This was pre-YouTube, you know what I mean, and pre a lot of things. And they're like, you can type in anything. And I remember being kind of frozen with that of like, when you can do anything, what do you do? Where do you start?
Yeah.
You know what I mean? I couldn't have access to it when I had the questions. I only had access to it for that few seconds. Like, I couldn't think of anything.
Yeah, of course.
I probably typed in drums. Something like that. But you know,
you do freeze up.
So,
for sure.
with all these tools available to us, it can be paralyzing to know, like, okay, how do I set up my own little assistant to help me? What tasks do I trust a computer to handle for me? Now, how did you get interested in kind of turning ideas into actual, I don't know if I'd say physical,
Right. Yeah,
but
I mean,
digital, into actual sites and stuff. When did that start?
So last year, around this time last year, so kind of March of 2025, I was looking for like a long project to really spend all my time in, because I was very, very bored and I didn't really know what to do. You can only learn so many skills. So I was looking for like a really long-term thing. And what I started doing was I was looking, like, I wanted to make an app to put on the App Store. So I started kind of experimenting with like coding and using React Native, which is not the coding language I use to build SpendSomeTime, but it helped me discover this like kind of new world with technology in the coding, in the back end. And what I realized was making an app is really, really difficult to actually put it on the App Store. But to make a website, it's like 100, 500 times simpler. Mm-hmm. So I looked up tutorial videos and just watched numerous videos on how to code, how to prompt AI properly to code for you, and all that. So that's kind of when I built my first website, which was because my brother had made like a board game thing that he made, and he wanted to make a website for it. So that was the first website that I created, and it looked horrible. It was not very functional at all. But it taught me kind of this new language, and after that I started just making a lot of websites. I made the writing website, which helps you find like writing competitions. And after that, I probably made 15 plus websites.
Wow. And what is it? C++ or what coding language are you using?
So most of my websites use just HTML for the layout.
Yep.
CSS for the styling.
I think that's what I meant. Mm-hmm. What did I say?
Plus.
Well,
C++. It's probably the grade I got.
That's a grade you gave
also
yourself.
a language.
Yeah.
C++.
My coding, the one coding class I took in college.
The extra plus you felt good about.
And then I also use JavaScript for the like features and stuff. But right now I'm making a site that uses Python, which is a lot more like functional. Like you can make a lot more complicated stuff with Python. So that's what I'm doing right now.
That's really cool.
Awesome.
Man.
So is an app of this next for you, or is it improving the website, or is it shifting our focus? What's next for you in this venture of Spend Some Time?
Mm-hmm. I would love to improve the website more, but I think after that I would still love to make an app and put something on the App Store and just like see that tangible result.
Yeah.
Well, what's great is now you know that you can turn your ideas, that you know the tools to turn your ideas into functioning, products or tools for people. So,
Why not learn the skill?
I was going to say I would not bet against that. You will probably have 100 more incredible ideas or 1,000 more ideas that you'll want to mess with over time. So. Yeah, I think you're well poised for it. I think we would be terrible interviewers if we didn't even just ask, how old are you, Andrew?
I'm 14 right now.
Mm-hmm. And any ideas as to what you want to do after you graduate from high school?
Obviously computer science is something that I'm interested in. Mm-hmm. But it is something that is going to be very AI in, a couple of years. Yeah. So it's kind of a dangerous career path to go down. And other than that, I think something medical I'd be interested in. So, whether it's, my mom's an optometrist, so maybe something like that, or just a family medicine, or just something medical, I'd say.
Yeah, man, go save the world. Don't waste time making apps and games. Go save people's lives. Yeah, that sounds like a great idea. Maybe you'll invent a 3D printed something that'll
Save the
help
world.
little babies to survive that crucial. Could be anything. That's
You
wonderful.
never know.
man.
No, I think at 14 you're already doing this. I'm sure the future's bright for you, bud.
How if people want to connect with your support? Yeah, I mean we don't want to connect too many people with you, but if people want to check out the site, they should go to SpendSomeTime.org, and I imagine they can sign up there. And
There's no sign up, so you can do it just completely in the browser.
Okay.
And it saves all your progress, saves all your stuff. But I just didn't want to really make accounts. It kind of makes things a little like messy.
Sure.
So
Nice.
Awesome.
Excellent. And I guess do you have an online home of all your projects? If people want to follow, you might want to think about creating a little AndrewHinkle.com blog or something, so you can show people what you're thinking about, working on. I think it'd be inspiring.
Yeah.
Yeah, maybe what's that?
Like a link tree or something like
You're
that.
on the right track. What's that thing that all the
HubSpot?
yeah.
Yeah.
A lot of the real smart people online, they all have HubSpots or whatever it is.
I don't have that.
But
I don't
anyway, Andrew, very inspiring stuff, my man, at 14. And you are a musician too, learning some, you're not just talking about skills, you're learning some skills. You play percussion and a little bit of guitar too, right?
Yeah, so I play percussion in band class at the middle school. So I go to St. Mary's, but I do band at the Big Rapids Middle School.
Yeah.
So I play percussion there. I play piano, which I started learning around probably 3 or 4 years ago. That's like kind of my main instrument. And then I also have been learning guitar.
Yeah. Well, piano kind of is the main instrument, so you're on the right track there. I mean,
And once you master those,
I know,
I'm sure carpentry, auto mechanic,
Plumbing, electrical, do it all, man.
HVAC, you'll learn all the skills that are needed for
learn
life.
all the skills.
That's
How to
awesome.
change a tire, how to give somebody a tracheotomy, an emergency. Anyway, how to deliver a child on the side of the road.
Yeah, who knows?
Whatever is needed.
All
my
the
man.
skills that are needed
Yeah,
to survive.
learn all the skills.
You're starting early, so.
Okay, well, hey, thank you so much for coming and chatting with us. We wish you the best. Stick around, and if anything, we talk about is interesting, we're going to talk about some favorite vacations, and so we'll get you to weigh in on it. All right, but thank you to Andrew Hinkle, and best of luck
Thank
to
you.
him. All right,
Thanks for
don't think
joining
he
us, bud.
needs it, but
He's
thank
got
you
our
very
support,
much.
if anything.
He's got it.
Well, speaking of screens,
Yeah.
the movie theater is open, everyone, at this
Is it
very
open?
moment. No.
Oh.
Or it will be
Pat,
opening
you are crushing
Friday,
it, man.
right? This week, Friday,
How is
the
he, like,
movie
so
theater is
on top of
opening.
this thing?
I live in the future.
You
dude.
live in the future. I guess I've been just dwelling in the past.
April 3rd, which would be this Friday
Okay.
that you were watching it.
Yeah.
Mario Galaxy. We had the movie theater owner
Yeah.
a couple weeks
Jordan
ago
was
now,
on,
and
yeah.
he told us that it was soon. I seen recently it said April 3rd, so
Yeah. All
it'll
right.
be open for Mario Galaxy. And something else. They have 2 screens, so I'm sure there'll be something else there.
Okay.
It's exciting.
Yeah, exciting stuff, man. And
Big Rapids.
And congratulations to everybody. I know it's been way too long, so
Yeah.
let's make sure we don't neglect it. Let's get out and see some shows.
Yep.
Also, and don't be on your phone.
Do not.
Not just because of what Andrew said. Don't be on your phone in the theater. It's just rude.
It is super rude.
Just don't do
Take the quick picture that you need to send to all your family and friends that you went to the movie
Do that
theater.
during the previews.
Yes.
If you need to. And
Yes.
do
If
not
you have your
disturb.
phone out, I think you're recording. I'm going to turn you in for piracy. There it is. You want to talk about this, Chris?
Oh, yeah, absolutely. We announced this a couple of weeks ago, but it is ongoing, and it is a way for you guys to win some of our money. Pat and I are putting up $500 cash prizes.
Cashola.
Right, for this T-shirt design contest. What we're looking for is a new logo or a new design for What's Up Big Rapids. If it's great, we might use it as our logo. We ultimately want to be able to print some What's Up Big Rapids T-shirts and your design could be the winner. If it is selected, you'll win $250 cash. And then we've got some like second, third, fourth prizes as well. If, we're going to pick somebody in the elementary school, it's going to get a $75
Those are probably going to be my
backup
favorite
prize.
shirts. I got a feeling.
I think so too. Middle school, also $75 cash winner, even if it's not selected as the overall. And we might use more than one is the thing too. We want them all.
I mean, yeah.
If they're all great, we'll use them all. We'll put them up around the studio. And
We'll have a whole store.
we'll just make this like our refrigerator, and we'd be so proud of all of you guys and your art. And then high school and adults. Maybe it's big. Is it middle school and high school? Middle and high school, and then college and adults. There's a $100 prize for the runner-up. So I mean, man, you cannot even win and walk away with $100.
Yeah, and you can see your designs across town.
Yeah, and we're going to also put them on our site and on Facebook and stuff so that we can vote on the ones we like best.
Yeah, I like them.
Yeah,
I'm excited.
And the winner, like I said, gets $250, and gets to have their design worn on shirts and hats and stuff wherever Big Rapids Pride is carried throughout the world. Now that sounds pretty good to me.
So,
Yeah, so I guess so. You turn in your art, right?
Yeah.
I mean, so to do that, you've got till May 15th.
May 15th.
You got till May 15th.
It's a long
all you
time.
got to do is go to our Facebook page. We have it pinned to the top of the page. There's an entry form there. Okay.
This last weekend was Easter.
I bet I had a lot
I bet
of
I had
fun.
a wonderful day of
We had-
relaxation.
We're
kicking my
doing
feet up.
5. We did 5 services.
Wait, no. This weekend coming up is
I was gonna
Easter. You're right. This weekend coming up is. I'm like, wait, no.
Yeah, this weekend's Easter.
This
everybody.
weekend is Easter.
There'll be 5 services at Res Life. I
There
know
will,
that.
and I know-
hopefully wherever you're going, there's
Invite somebody to
yeah.
church. Why not? It's a great weekend. No, I wrote that down. Was like, hey, Easter is this weekend. That's crazy, by the way. That we're already to Easter. We've talked about measuring our goals and stuff throughout the year, but what happened to March? Like, I feel like we were having conversations about it, and then all of a sudden March disappeared.
People talk about February going fast. This year, I feel like it was March.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Anyways, all right. So I am on spring break.
Yeah.
Let's have a conversation
how's
about
it going?
some spring
Is it-
break.
is it a
It's,
good spring break?
It is. It is a good one. I'm.
Where are you at?
I am in Naples, Florida.
Okay.
It is the most southern I've been in Florida, so I'm really excited about that. I'm sure that means the weather will be nicer, hopefully.
It's very close to where Siobhan and I met.
That's very cool.
Yeah.
Very cool.
Nokomis Beach area.
So west coast of Florida, for those that don't know,
Yep,
about
the
2 or
Gulf
3 hours
Coast.
of south of Tampa. We've gone to Tampa. I've done the Daytona. I've done some Florida. Why Florida? Why do we always got to go to Florida?
It's just the miles and miles of coastline, isn't it?
It's got to be. I know a million people that are going to Destin.
Yeah.
That Bama Shores, that whole little stretch through there, south. What is that? Orange Beach and stuff.
Yeah. We typically go to like the Tampa, St. Pete Beach area, but
I mean, because you guys know the area, right?
yeah, that's kind of where we met, fell in love, and moved up. And then moved up here. But yeah.
What has been your favorite spring break?
You know what? I would say overall, my favorite ones are where we rent a house, not a hotel.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Yeah.
If we rent
The
a
whole
house that has a pool
experience, yeah.
and we have a vehicle, that just automatically makes it for a more relaxing vacation for me anyway. Because if it's, if you're in a resort, I mean, as a dad, you're constantly thinking about safety and security and the vehicle and this and that. When you've got the whole, the whole house, and pool
Yeah,
and
it's
everything,
yours. You don't got to worry about.
it's much more relaxing. You can go get some groceries or go get dinner or whatever, and not feel like you're in lines all day too.
How
Queuing up for
expensive everything has become, like going out to eat and stuff, especially in some of those tourist areas. To have a house with the kitchen and you can kind of cut some corners in terms of not having to eat out all the time.
Yeah.
I think that seems to be and of course the market shows that. Your Airbnbs are going up and your hotels are coming down.
Tell you what, the one that comes to mind is, I gotta say, it's got to be pushing. It wouldn't have been 10 years ago, but it's got to be pushing that when we went to we went down to Kentucky to where the caves are.
Mammoth Caves
Yeah,
and
we
stuff.
went and
Yeah,
did
yeah.
Mammoth Caves
Yeah.
and stayed at this. It was sort of an off-season resort, but they had a golf course that was open, and yeah, it was kind of an odd place. And we went to the Corvette Museum on that trip.
Okay.
Went to Mammoth Caves on that trip.
Mammoth Caves is sweet.
Went to Nashville on that trip.
I've never
It was-
been to Nashville.
Everything was sort of, oh, buddy.
I've been there to eat like once,
Yeah.
like on a
I was
pass
gonna say,
by.
you're like a
but
Nashville guy.
I
You would love
know.
it there.
I
How
will.
about-
I will.
How about you?
someday.
Favorite vacation or spring break?
Let's see. We did do this.
Specifically
We got a house, a big house with like 4 rooms, and like 3 or 4 families went to Tampa. This was probably 5 years ago. We went to Ginny Springs. I don't you know Ginny Springs.
I've heard of it.
The crystal clear where you go under and you can
Yep.
see, 200 yards underwater is crazy. That was a very fun trip. But I think one of my first ones, we went to Gatlinburg, way back when the kids were really young and we really couldn't even afford a spring break,
Yeah.
but you kind of made ends meet, and it was close, right? A lot of people go to Tennessee too. That's
Yeah.
the other one. It's like Florida to Tennessee, no in between.
Right.
But that was a lot of fun because that was the trip that
Because
we
that's
also.
how far dads can drive without their backs giving out. It's like, all
That's
right,
one of my
that's it.
questions. Yeah, it's the driving versus flying.
It's like 10 hours. I'm going driving every time from now on.
really?
I just like it.
That
man.
trip to New Mexico has changed.
The
you.
last couple trips, the last couple times we've driven to Florida and back too, I just am like, you know what? Honestly, by the time you spend all day in an airport or airports or in the sky and and then getting a rental car and all that stuff, it's like, man, I'm in my car listening to my stuff.
Well, so
listening to an audio book.
The
or whatever,
problem
just-
is the drive back.
Yeah.
It's never the
not-
drive
not quite
down.
as fun.
Nobody hates the drive down. Everybody loves the drive down, even when they're stuck in traffic, because everybody's driving down. It's the drive back. So when we finally felt like we could afford vacations, we would rent a car, drive wherever it would go. We went to New Orleans, we've been to Florida, and we went to Myrtle Beach 3 separate times, and we left the car there and flew home.
Oh, nice.
And that's
smart.
is the move. There's not a huge price difference in terms of whether you're flying round trip or not. You save a little bit, and you got the car.
Here's
a
the
week,
problem I see with it is, when you take a vehicle, it gives you the freedom to
pack whatever you want.
have a little bit more stuff, and then at the end of vacation, your stuff's always a little bit bigger than it was at the beginning of vacation. So that would have been a challenge probably. But
Yeah, we got lucky because 2 of the 3 trips somebody else went. And they ended up driving back, and you're like, hey, you can take this with you, and it worked out.
I
But
definitely
we
have
are
done that
flying.
too.
We actually fly out really early Friday, like 6 a.m. But one way, I'll be in Florida by noon.
You never even told me though. What'd you guys do in Gatlinburg? Go to Ripley's, believe it or
We
not.
did the whole thing. Yeah,
Did
we
you
were
go-
down. We stayed in Gatlinburg. We did the Ripley's. We did the moonshining. This is back when I was moonshining quite a bit. Drake had to have been like 4 or 5. So
Oh, wow,
I mean,
that's
this
a
was
long
like
time
10,
ago,
12 years
yeah.
ago. But we did the whole tourist thing. From the arcades to the go-karts.
Yes, that's
went to
what I
Pigeon
remember
Forge
about
and did the wax
Gatlinburg.
museum. Got a tattoo.
Okay. Little tattooism.
Yeah, I love tattooism. That
There you
was
go.
like one of the first ones, but it just was such a fun. We finally were able to get out of Michigan and enjoy, time as a family away, and it was. I don't know. It feels like going on vacation on spring break is like as a family, that's a monumentous moment that you kind of like. All right, finally we can afford to leave this place.
Oh yeah, I do know what you're talking about. I've always found a lot of times that vacations, not a lot of relaxing on it.
No,
You know what I mean?
oh, I
Like,
will be relaxing. I'm relaxing right now.
It's like, what are we doing? What are we doing
What's
now?
next?
What
What's
are
for
we
dinner?
doing? Like,
What's for dinner today?
And we want to jam the schedule full of stuff. It's like, oh man,
No.
These people who
Set.
go and just sit on the beach and with their book and they sit there all day. You can tell they're not going anywhere. They've got snacks.
Yeah, a little cooler.
It's like they
ready
might
to
have it
roll.
figured out. Just do nothing. Just unplug, unwind, do nothing.
That's what I find
Kenzie, I
out.
almost hate to ask, but as a lovely young college girl, but what is your favorite spring break? Let's keep it family.
PG-13 at least. This
and we
is
got to be
YouTube.
able to see and hear you too. So
My favorite, I went to Fort Lauderdale with some friends that were graduating, and Fort Lauderdale gets really busy.
was this just in the last couple years, or was this like
3 years ago,
Mm-hmm.
I think. I was freshly 21, so I was like also ready for that, ready to go out on my own without my family for the first time. And
Whoop it up.
did it live up to the expectations?
it did. My
You had a
friends
good time?
rented this big, huge Airbnb that had a pool in the back. It was the most fun I've ever had.
There
Excellent.
you go.
And were you guys
cool.
out in the club at night?
in
or
the
did-
club with the boots with the fur?
We were.
Because
but
you don't hear about Fort Lauderdale clubs as much as Miami type thing, but I imagine it's
Yeah.
still pretty happy.
What's
they
that? That's
push-
East Coast, right?
yeah.
The east side of the state.
Yes.
Yeah.
They push everyone off the beach at 5 p.m. Like they have horse police
Yeah.
come and push everyone off. And then it's like, okay, everyone goes into the downtown area and then it just gets super packed.
Yeah. Whooping it up. I mean, it's spring
very
break. It's
pretty smart
for the whole
their-
country. Normally,
That's,
right around
those
there.
aren't police on the horses. That's their DBA members. That's their Chamber of Commerce.
Head on into the stores, everyone.
Beach is closed. There's
Beach
no
is
vendors
closed.
out
There's
here. Everybody, get your clothes on and your wallets out.
That's funny. Oh, that's
Okay,
good.
so Fort
I
Lauderdale,
never
that does
got
run
that
up there.
experience. Like I had friends invite me, but I had a family young, so like
Same. Yeah,
I
we
got
were
buddies that were going to Fort Lauderdale and to
and
all
we-
these different places.
We were so
and
poor for so that we weren't going on a lot
had
of
kids
vacations.
had kids young, and when you have kids
Yeah,
young,
yeah,
you don't really
yeah.
have money. To do
Let that be a
kind of
lesson to you folks.
It is.
Out there, you young people.
those spring breakers this week. Make good decisions.
Travel now.
What about Andrew?
Yeah, I was gonna say, Andrew. Do you
Andrew,
have
it is
a-
spring break. Is it spring break for you too?
Yes.
All right.
And where
week
where
later.
in the world are you right now?
Washington, D.C.
Wow, our nation's
DC.
capital. And what are you doing there? Seeing the
Everything.
sights?
Yep, seeing everything.
You're gonna see the Smithsonian.
Going to the mall, yep.
Yep.
Going to the Smithsonian, monuments.
Go to the
When I
mall.
graduated
That's up
from
my
high school, I had this job lined up and I had to drive to it, and I had to go near DC, Andrew. And so I got into this car that I had. It was a Chevy Nova, but it wasn't one of the cool Novas. It was one of those 80s boxy, ugly
downswing of
ones.
Novas.
And this one was already sort of beat up. But anyway,
That's why
I
they
put,
canceled
I
them.
put everything important that was important to me in this Nova, and I left home, right? The car lasted 2 days, right? I was able to see DC. I parked. I walked around the mall. I checked out the Smithsonian. I got to see Salvador Dali exhibit, which was fascinating because then I later lived in Tampa Bay, so there was a connection there. But the car lasted only until that night. When I got where I was going, it never ran again. And a lot of that stuff that I had brought, I had to go because I couldn't take it with me. So pack light for travel. But yeah, man, that sounds like an excellent trip.
That's awesome. What you? It's probably a week gone.
Yeah, well, so we're from Wednesday to Saturday.
Okay.
We'll be in D.C. And then the first couple of days of spring break, my sister's visiting colleges
Very cool.
on like tuitions.
Are you going to be evaluating them while you're there as well, seeing if if you find the right vibe for you?
Yep. Yeah, I'll be there for, I think, Michigan
Early
State
enrollment
and-
type stuff.
Heck yeah,
Couple
man.
downs,
Of
yeah.
course, you may not even need college, Andrew. I mean, I'm not. Forgive me, Mom, but shoot, man, you might be able to skill your way right into whatever careers you need.
He's
Whatever
not wrong.
certificates, things you might need. You might be able to just say, "Oh, I've already got the skills for that. And
Yeah.
here's proof. I've already taken tests on them."
Right. Watch me juggle. real
all you
quick.
have to do is check my my site.
That's fun.
Anyway, okay, well, cool, man. I think that's enough for today, guys. It's we got to get Pat to the dentist. You know what I mean? So it's like, to me is equivalent with having like your eyes poked with needles or something.
But to be fair, I have an appointment when I got back, but something came up, and I'm like, I got to get this taken care of. I'm not going on vacation with this.
Yeah.
I had to take care of it.
Let's
So
get it
of
out,
course
man.
that messes up the whole schedule.
Let's yank it out.
Yeah. No, we have
Give
a
me,
laundry list of things coming in April.
Give me 10
We're not
minutes.
gonna cover 'em, though, so.
Give me 10 minutes on Andrew's site. I'll learn some quick dentistry, and we will rip that sucker out.
I think I need them though.
Okay, well, Kenzie, do you have? I know we didn't give you anything to really correct us on today, but you got anything to weigh in on, or are you all good? All good. She says all good.
All good.
All right, man. Well, hey, this has been a very special spring break edition of What's Up Big Rapids. We are your hosts. I'm Chris J.
And I'm Pat Brooks.
Just remember, kids, kindness is contagious. Go out there and be the example you want to see in the world. We're all watching, and we are rooting for you. I promise you. Right?
See you next week.
See you next week. Hit the music.